So the first thing you do when you come out of the starting zone is you want to find a place on the map where you can land. So you can open up the map inside the plane and choose an area where you'd like to land. In my case, I chose an area on the military base, on the far side of the military base. There's one or two compounds, and I luckily nobody actually came here. That happens a lot if you go really far away from the plane, or it's just so you just get lucky. But a lot of times you want to try and go as far away from the plane as you can, and choose a smaller compound. Don't get greedy. If you're Don't get greedy. If you're trying to go to a military base, you're going to encounter people right away. That's fine. You just need to be ready to hit the ground, find a gun, and get prepared for a fight immediately. There's no time for doing what I'm doing here, which is looting up a whole compound before I move on. Doing it this way, I'm going to come away with some pretty decent guns before I even encounter a player. I'm finding handguns and extended mags. So a trick with public, PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds is to find a extended mag. In best case scenario is a quick draw extended mag, and they do exist and they're amazing. You can reload quicker and you can fit more bullets in your gun. One of the other tricks that you'll see is that oftentimes you want to have a short distance weapon and a long distance weapon. You don't want to. You can have, like, say, an AKM and use that as your short distance, and then have M4 and use that as your long distance. Because either one of those can be interchanged. They have the automatic option. I feel like in up close situations you want to have the automatic, and clearly at distance you probably want to have the single, just so you don't have that the muzzle raise when you with the automatic at long distance. I think it's probably easier to take a shot, than to take a shot, fix your aim, take a shot, fix your, So anyway, you guys get what I mean. But some people swear by using automatic at range, and they're not necessarily wrong. You just need to be prepared that your muzzle's going to raise a lot more when you're on automatic at distance. So here at this point, I really don't even have the guns that I end up with. I am still looking and picking up ammo. You want to pick up most of the ammo that you find, except for shotgun rounds usually, unless you really like the shotgun. Shotgun is good for close quarters if you're gonna do it. I really like the S12K. The double barrel shotgun is better than the pump action, in my humble opinion. So here you see me finding an SKS. That is a really good find. So I'm going to drop the SKS, and I'm going to keep the UMP for an automatic up close, and I'm going to keep the SKS. SKS is a great long distance weapon. Has some of the most powerful hit in the game. The clip to find an extended mag for that one is a little bit rare, but if you find it, it's worth it. You'll have 20 in, where the SKS usually has 10 in the chamber, or 10 in the cartridge. So you want to try and find, you definitely want to try and find health kits, some grenades, a chest, and a helmet right off the bat if you can. It seems like the tier 3 stuff drops a lot at school, drops a lot at these really popular areas and stuff like that. But you can obviously just kill people. What? Yeah. See, here's me deciding to just ditch the smaller UMP. Okay, and take the Scar for an up close personal weapon. Scar can go fully automatic, even though it's a kind of a larger rifle and can be used as a sniper. I have an extended clip already, or looks like maybe a quick draw mag for it. So I've already got the SKS, and I'm working with the Scar. Both great guns. I do not really like the iron sights on the Scar. They're a little bit awkward, kind of like the MP5 in DayZ. Very weird. It's like a tower, and then they've got a circle on the top of it, and it's just so tall feeling, and it really feels weird. It's like you can't tell where the barrel is. It would be fine if you're just used to it, but it's not the greatest. Now, the iron sights on the SKS aren't great either. I think the best iron sights in the game are on the Kar 98. I think the Kar 98 is probably the best rifle you can have for long distance. A lot of people would disagree with that, but bottom line is, when you're lining up with a Kar iron sights, you're definitely going to get some long distance shots with that. The iron sights on the Kar are the best. The iron sights on the Tommy gun are actually not that bad, but the Tommy gun itself is less favorable to me. I end up leaving it behind oftentimes. I think one of the best setups you could have is probably a Kar 98 sniper rifle, and then maybe an M4 on automatic, or something like that. I think so. So, as you'll notice in the bottom right hand corner, there I am outside the circle. Okay, so the circle has just now started moving, and I've looted that entire compound without any trouble. I am down on the military base, so I've even able to procure a car easily right outside my compound. And you can just shoot right off the island. In most cases, you're going to come across some. If you do go military base, or you know, at the end of a plane ride where there's less people coming out, that's kind of what happened here. So there was less people in the plane when we were over the military base in the first place. When you drive off the military base, you definitely want to be aware that there's a high probability that you're going to get shot at. One of the things that I've always wanted to do in this game is just go ahead and park a bunch of vehicles on this bridge and block the bridge, creating a blockade. Now you can see my eyes right now and my face. I'm actually smirking a little bit, and I want to try it. And so I think right up here I decide, yeah, fuck it, let's give it a shot. And so I pull over and block the path. Okay, let's actually try this. I didn't know if there was other vehicles around that would help me block the path, but I knew other people were going to be trying to get off the base. This wasn't and I was inside the white circle. So I was hoping to ambush somebody coming off of the base. As you can see, I'm looking for somebody coming off the base. What I don't expect is to get sniped. Alright, so from there, I don't see where I got hit from. Ow. Ouch. So learning the hotkeys for your different bandages and stuff like that is recommended. In my case, I've got them. I think it's 9 for my regular bandages. As you can see, I see him over there. I take a couple shots, and I think what results from this is me taking those shots allows me the time to grab the car and go without actually taking more fire because he was worried about getting shot. So that tells you something. Shoot and move, and shoot and move. People will take cover. It's just like what you would expect. So he's shooting at me. He's hitting the car. I really want to kill him. But I'm not in a great position. He's got the drop on me. I'm still getting shot. I go over the top of the hill and boom, there's somebody shooting me. Oh, goodness. Sorry about that. I hope you have a good rest of your day. So there's a trick. Stay near a tree so someone in a car can't hit you. You can get behind the tree. And if they ram the tree, they're going to hurt themselves more than you. So in this situation, having a car was really great. When the circle starts getting a little smaller, you don't necessarily need a car as much. You want to kind of move around on your feet. But having a car to get into the circle in the beginning is sometimes absolutely necessary. You need to find one. You need to get moving pretty quickly after you search your first compound. If you're outside the circle. If you're inside the circle, just move on to the next compound and keep on moving. Now, obviously I had time to search all these compounds, but I had a pretty good setup already. I had looted. I've got some sights now. I've killed somebody, so I've got some sights. I've got some health. So I'm less worried about loot. Now, here's this is fun. When you see one of these things, you can pretty much assure trouble. Let's see what happens. Tommy gun. See, there you go. What do I want? I'm thinking to myself. I've got this beautiful weapon. There's a Tommy gun in here.
Tommy gun, yeah? Nah.
So you can see I've got the extended clip. Gives me an extra 10. And I've set it to full auto. That's my up close and personal weapon. And the SKS with the 4 times is now my long distance weapon. Nice little setup. Everyone wants to hunt for the elusive silencer as well. Silencers are great in this game. You'll get shot and you won't know where it's from because of the silencer. So here you can see I'm just scanning around. I'm looking for people. I'm taking my time. I'm biding my time, in fact, because the circle. I know I've got a decent setup. I've got a nice little perch where my car is somewhat hidden. And there's a defilade all around the top of this rim where I can basically get down behind a hill. Or in this case, inside of a bush. Bushes hide you really well in this game. A lot of people will tell you, "Oh no, you don't want to do that," because it doesn't hide you fully. But people have walked right by me in a bush, absolutely, all the time. So, you know, you can kind of hover around the side of the bush that they're not coming from. In other words, line of sight is key. You just hover inside the leaves, right around the outside of it, the opposite direction from where they're coming. I would say that having cover is better than being in a bush. That's definitely sure. But whatever's going to keep you on, the rock's going to keep you safer. The bush is going to maintain your hidden nature. So you can't really hide yourself next to a rock. Well, you can, but you got to do the dance, line of sight dance, just like everything else. So I'm just sitting here. I'm looking for people to shoot, and I realize, okay, the new circle is just a little ways away, but I'm not that far. Now, since it's not that far, I could definitely run. But if I look around and I look at the distance and I look at what I'm running through, I realize it's pretty open. So I'm going to take my car again. Vehicle. So I've seen a couple players from up here. You know, nothing really close enough to where I need to shoot them. Some cars driving past. You know, there's one. Cars wrecking, flying through the air. You definitely want to be careful about flipping. You go real slow when you land. People can just tag you. I know I have the car. I mean the vehicle. I know I have the vehicle. I know I have the circle pretty close to me. I know I have the vehicle. I know I have the circle pretty close to me. So I just hop in my car and I head for one last joyride into the circle. Flipping in this game. Flipping your car. Look how slow I'm going. Look how slow I'm going. You want to be real careful. It's no bueno. But the terrain is sometimes not conducive, as you can see there. It's just, you got to be real slow and deliberate in some instances. Like, I should have been really careful right here. Oh, that fog. Shooting vehicles. Vehicles will explode if you shoot them. People will get killed in vehicles. It was worth a shot, right? Talking shit to your opponents after they die is a must. A requirement of the game. So here I'm hurt. I'm bandaging. I'm laying prone so he doesn't notice me. Probably notice me. Anyway. Needed the car. Need the car. Need the car. Circle hurts you. In this case, I've got what I need off the player, and I'm using everything in my disposal, including their vehicle, to get into this circle. And I'm in. Jeeps provide the most cover. Buggies are really good on off-terrain and jumping. Motorcycles without cabs are the fastest and the funnest. And the best, I think. But these do provide the most cover. These UAVs. With the top. It's got to have the top, otherwise it does not provide the most cover. So I'm still a little hurt. In this case, I'm using some pain pills. You want to use everything you got. Don't be afraid to use it, because the next person you kill is going to have some more. When you use pills 2 times or 2 energy drinks, you'll be able to run fast. That's a big bonus here and towards the end of the round. As you can see, there's 21 people alive. I'm sitting over here by my vehicle. I shouldn't probably be by this vehicle because, you know, it's pretty obvious when there's a vehicle sitting there that somebody has rolled up to that area. And if you're right next to it, it just makes it really easy on them. So you want to go be a little bit further away than I am right now. So I was about to move away when I see this vehicle pull up. Headshot. Now I'm looking around to see if what I've done has attracted any attention. I realize it probably did, so I need to work things out. And boom, I immediately make my move. That's how my mind thinks. Now I'm a little worried somebody's in here, but not that worried, because they would have shot at him too. Now, you want to get down when you're searching? When you're looting somebody? Hope you have a good rest of your day. And you want to talk shit to him. I told him I want him to have a good rest of his day. Now this guy's got the ammo I need. You want to grab the right stuff. In this case, I need some more bullets for my SKS, and I need 5.56 for my SCAR. So 7.62 and 5.56 are what I am in need of. To make room, I'm using pills. At this point, the circle is closing in. The circle has moved. It's time for me to abandon all vehicles and just start moving. Moving with the circle, keeping down, keep cover. Getting exposed on a hillside with no cover is danger, Will Robinson. You don't always get what you came for. You don't always get what you want. And perseverance, persistence on that character got me that long distance kill. Tried to get behind the defilade. He wasn't quite sure where the shots were coming from, and that's how I ended up dropping him. As you can see, you have to lead your targets as you shoot. At the distance that I was at, I'm not even entirely sure. I would probably say it was closer to 200 than anything else. You obviously need to lead quite a big distance. So here I'm getting shot at from a place I don't know, and you want to try and find them quickly. In this case, I find him pretty quickly, and I'm able to make him worry about shooting me. I've hit him, I've shot him, so he's thinking twice about peeking again. There he goes. Throws a grenade at me. I back up. Actually, it was a great throw. It hit the tree right above me. That could have been it for me, folks, but the tree blocked the grenade. See, it gets like that. Sometimes it's just a matter of luck. That gentleman is outside the circle, and I think he has perished to the circle. You can go ahead and chalk that one up. So as you can see, I've moved up. Found a bush here. I'm seeing a player over there, so I know I've got somebody right over there. I'm unable to get a good sight on this guy. Now, part of the reason is the bush, but part of the reason is the hill. So you got to keep in mind that if there is ever a defilade, was what they call it in the military, where there's a hill that you can get behind, it's better than being just out in the open field like I am. So I'm making a strategic decision here that I'm going to be bush humping for the rest of the match because of where the circle is circles are landing. I'm close to the circle now. I've got 1 minute. I understand I only need to move up just a little bit ahead of me in order to stay inside the circle. So I wait until sort of the end of the minute just to see if I can see other people moving. Now, as I do this, people are dying. It's now at 3 people alive. You just want to, stay calm and not really make any sudden movements. I've still got a little bit of time, and I decide right around the 30-second mark I'm going to go. So, you move deliberately, get inside the circle to a place where you feel like you're in cover. I move up to this bush, but I don't like these bushes necessarily for cover. The other ones are better, the ones that I was just in. And I realize I can stay inside this other bush. I think I moved back to those other bushes. So I'm just bush humping here. I'm watching what's going on. There's 2 other people out there. Now, it's time to make a move towards the circle, the final circle. And here I go. I'm making my quick dash, and I'm getting down, and I'm getting into the bush. So that's how you play. That's what you do, you know? Kick some ass. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something. Have fun out there in PUBG. And don't forget to follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitch. Follow me on YouTube. And don't forget to check us out at sadgamers.com. Love you guys. Peace. Solo chicken dinner. Solo fucking chicken dinner. I'm not the one time, but I'm the 2-time chicken dinner winner 2017. 4-player, 3 players versus 4, because we're better than everyone. And then 1 player versus 95 players. I'm not the 1-time, but the 2-time chicken dinner fucking winner. Nobody's as good as me. I'm an international video gaming superstar. I'm a powerhouse. Nothing can stop me. Game over, baby.